All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to a new series. Okay, my bad if I haven't posted in a really long time, but I was working on some type of video or series idea, and I was just thinking. Like, it took me a really long time to kind of come up with this video idea. Just randomly today, I woke up and I was like, oh shit, like low-key, I could make this into a series. And honestly, it wasn't really that complicated. I just kind of thought back about the series that I was doing last year, which was Road to Success. And I was like, I want to do something similar to that again. I kept thinking about it. I was like, okay, what can I do? What can I do? I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just do the exact same thing, but instead of Road to Success, I'm gonna show you guys how to fucking succeed in trading. I'm gonna show you guys how to profitably trade. Okay, and I'm gonna show you guys are gonna see every single trade that I take day in and day out, okay, 5 days a week if I trade 5 days a week. You guys are gonna see every single day what the fuck I do, what my thought process is. If I did take any trades, why did I take the trade? Was it a win? Was it a loss? And at the end of every week, we're gonna do weekly recaps, okay? I'm gonna be posting every single day. We're gonna be doing weekly recaps of the trades that I took. Why did I take the trades? I'm not gonna go too in depth. I don't wanna give you guys too much sauce for free. If you guys wanna join the private room, just click the link in the description, but you don't have to. But if you do want that extra sauce, you know what I mean? But anyways, I'm not gonna go too in depth. I'm gonna give you guys like kind of the broad reasonings why I did take the trades. Obviously, as you guys know, I don't really trade ICT. I use some of his concepts like fair value gaps, order blocks and stuff like that, but I don't trade like one of his models or whatever. I kind of made my own model. Me and my friend call it an ATM model. We kind of made our own model based off of his concepts, but again, I'm not saying like, I don't want to get into this ICT controversy, whatever. I'm not saying he's a profitable or an unprofitable trader. All I know is his concepts work and I applied his concepts in my trading. It's that simple. And I just kind of simplified it for myself. And so that's kind of what I trade. I'm going to show you guys. So based off of like his free concepts, you guys should know kind of how I trade. Like, you should understand when I do my market recaps and my trade recaps, you guys should understand kind of what I'm talking about. So that's mainly what I'm gonna do. Like I was doing last year with the Road to Success, like I kind of just got an like an inspiration to just do something like that again. I really wanted to do something like that again where I could post every day. And so I was like, okay, bet, I'm gonna just do the same shit, but maybe just kind of in a different font. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. Today is day one, but today is Sunday. So we're not actually gonna be trading today. Today is just kind of, we're gonna be doing market outlook. So I'm gonna be recording that once I get on my computer. I'm gonna be screen recording that. We're gonna be doing a market outlook. I'm gonna show you guys exactly my thought process, what I'm thinking for the upcoming week. And yeah, one thing I am gonna be doing different compared to last year is I'm gonna try to post more afternoon, in the evening, afternoon-ish, because I wanna do same day uploads. Because I used to just kind of film my trading, film my gym. So, oh yeah, by the way, I'm also gonna be filming gym content for you guys because everybody thinks I'm fucking on steroids, whatever, bro. Like, bro, I'm not on steroids, bro. I just work hard. I just train hard in the gym. And if you guys wanna see how hard I train, I'm gonna be recording that for you guys. So I'm gonna be making gym content as well in these vlogs. And I don't know, I might start a fitness content or fitness channel, shit, something like that in the future. I don't know. We'll see about it because a lot of people do ask me like about my workouts, about my dieting, how I eat, protein, whatever. Anyways, I don't want to sidetrack right now. My mind is all over the place. What I did want to say is I'm going to be, in a second, I'm going to be going on my computer and screen recording my market outlook. I'm going to do an economic calendar outlook, and then I'm going to do just technical analysis kind of outlook in a way. And I'm gonna kind of also go through the past week, how I did the past week. And yeah, that's basically all I'm gonna do right now in this video. This video is not gonna be, like, there's not gonna be a lot happening because again, like the two main components of my day are gonna be trading and the gym. And those two components are not available today because it's Sunday, my gym is closed, and there is no trading in the weekends for me. I don't trade in the weekends personally. Some people do trade on Sunday, but I don't. Tomorrow is the real deal. Tomorrow you guys are gonna really tomorrow is the real day one. But I wanted to start this series on a Sunday because I don't know, it just felt better to start it on a Sunday, kind of start off, you know, because technically Sunday is the first day of the week. So I think that's that. I think you guys do kind of understand now what the series is gonna be about. If you guys have any questions, just let me know in the comments. Please. Okay, I'm trying to grow my Instagram. I'm also going to be posting every single day on Instagram and TikTok. I'm trying to especially grow my Instagram. So if you guys do want to support and want to be updated, I'm going to be posting trades on there as well. Like if I'm, for example, if I'm in a NASDAQ long, I might post a screenshot or like, a picture. And you guys will get updates on there as well pretty frequently. So again, if you guys do want to be more updated on what I'm doing, follow my Instagram at Iron Trades. I'll put it somewhere here and in the description. And what else? If you guys have more video recommendations, because obviously I'm going to be doing this series, but if you guys want like educational videos and stuff like that, just kind of leave recommendations below, because sometimes like I just don't know what to post. And so that's why like I've been in a really like in this kind of dry period where I don't post, because I really don't know what to post sometimes. And sometimes I just need recommendations to kind of get an inspiration, and when I get that inspo, I can really bang out videos and make hella videos for you guys and hella educational content. So you guys just kind of have to help me out a little bit. But I'm gonna start off by just doing this series, and I might just do more videos with more educational stuff as well. So today, like I was explaining, today is not gonna be that of a complicated video, or not complicated. It's not gonna be that not a lot of stuff is gonna be happening. I'm just gonna get into the pre-market outlook, show you guys my thought process, what I'm expecting for the upcoming week, what do we have on the economic calendar, maybe some tips, some advice for the upcoming week for you guys that also trade futures, NQ and YM. Those are the two that I trade. Some people only trade NQ and ES, but I trade NQ and YM. Sometimes I like ES, but it's just too low in volatility for me personally, and I just prefer NQ and YM. So yeah. Anyways, I think we're just gonna get into that right now, and yeah. All right, guys. So first of all, I wanted to get into the economic standpoint, or not standpoint, but like the economic calendar for the upcoming week, which is today is the 21st of September. So the upcoming week is going to be from the 22nd until the 26th of September. And overall, going into this week, I really like these type of weeks where we don't have any of the big three. So we don't have CPI, we don't have NFP. CPI weeks are usually not that bad, but FOMC weeks I don't like, and NFP weeks I especially don't like. So I usually prefer these type of weeks where we don't have any of those, and that's going to be this upcoming week. So we'll see how price action is. Hopefully, it's going to be pretty good. I have some high hopes, or not high hopes, but I am looking forward toward this week. We usually get pretty clean price action in these type of weeks, so let's see what happens. But on a Monday, we have no news at all. It's going to be a no news Monday. I know what you guys have to say about no news Mondays. Some people trade them, some people don't. I personally don't give a fuck that much. I only kind of, how do I say this? I don't know how to say this in English, bro. I know that's how to say it in a different language, but I don't really focus that much on no news Mondays on these type of weeks, but on weeks where we have one of the big three, so on NFP weeks, FOMC weeks, or CPI weeks, and we have a no news Monday, then that's really important, because those days are usually pretty slow. Again, I don't avoid them. I still hop on the charts, still look if there's going to be a potential setup, but I am definitely more cautious, and I am more how the fuck do I say this? I can anticipate kind of a lower probability day easier. My bad, guys. I haven't really talked to you guys like this in a really long time, so I'm just kind of getting used to it again. Anyways, that doesn't matter. Let's go to Tuesday, 9:45. We have 9:45 red folder news, which is I usually don't like if we have news after market open. I prefer days where we just don't have news at all, or we have 8:30 news. Those are my favorite type of days, 8:30 news days. But I don't like when we have 9:45 or 10 a.m. news. In this scenario, it's red folder as well, so I'm probably not going to be trading before 9:45 unless we have a trade really early on into the day. Like the days where we have 9:45 or 10 a.m. news, I only take a trade if the trade is really early into open. So if the trade is literally right after open, then I'll take the trade. But unless if I don't see anything forming immediately, I will wait for news to pass, and then kind of seek a setup, seek a trade if it does present itself. And then Wednesday we have 10 a.m. orange folder news, new home sales. So again, not really that worried, especially if it's not red folder. I don't really care that much. I'll just be trading like normal. But obviously, let's say if I see a setup forming right at 9:57, for example, like I'm not gonna take it. I'd rather just wait for news to do its thing, and then I'll, see what happens. Majority of the times, news is kind of just already going where the market, like news is majority of the times gonna go. If it's not one of the really high impact news events, news will most likely just go where the market was already headed. So I'll just see what the news does. Let's say if there was a setup right before news and news pushes it towards my intended direction already, then I'll usually take an entry right after news. Like I'll have to wait for like 2 minutes because of a news trading rule with prop firms, like two to 4 minutes or some shit like that. And then I'll enter, or I'll just wait for another setup to form, which a lot of the times doesn't happen. So yeah. Anyways, that's how I'll go about it. We'll see what happens. I don't even know if there's gonna be a trade or not, but that's usually how I handle those situations because you obviously have to be ready in case that does happen. You always need to have a plan, like an if this then that plan. Like if this happens, okay, I'll do this then, or if that happens, I'll do this. So you always need to have like that plan in trading because otherwise, you know, some shit can happen and you're not planned for it, you're not ready for it, and that's usually where mistakes happen. That's usually where those losses happen when you're not if you're not ready for a situation and you didn't plan beforehand. You don't have a plan kind of set up, you don't have a model or whatever. You don't have rules. Anyways, Thursday we have 8:30 unemployment claims and 10 a.m. existing home sales. Again, pretty chill. Since 10 a.m. is orange folder, I don't mind it that much. And then Friday we have 8:30 news again, and then same thing, 10 a.m. orange folder. So this news week is pretty decent. But now we're gonna get into the charts, okay? Because I know that's what you guys love. You guys love looking at the charts. You guys love doing technical analysis. I mean, honestly, there's not much to say. We're pretty bullish, guys. Come on, like there's nothing much to say. We're just making all time highs, and that's like we're just making all time highs. I'm pretty sure. Honestly, I didn't even look at what the Fed said during FOMC this past week, but I think we are cutting rates. I think the Fed is gonna cut rates, so obviously that's really bullish news, and yeah, like everything is bullish, man. And I honestly think we're gonna keep making all time highs until at least for another month. Don't quote me on that. Don't use that as financial advice. I don't give it financial advice. Don't actually use that info to try and trade that. But in my opinion, we're bullish until proven bearish. If there's no real reason to be bearish, for example, with I don't know, some type of external event happening, or just seeing a major shift in structure to the downside. If those things don't happen, then I'm just gonna be staying bullish, and I'm gonna try to long as much as I can. And that's how you have to treat these situations, these conditions. Just try to long as fucking much as you can. Like that's basically it. And yeah, so that's gonna be my framework for the upcoming weeks, especially on NQ, is just looking for longs. We just started creating all-time highs on YM as well. So YM is also kind of the same thing, just looking to long, looking for longs. Unless there isn't a clear reason to be bearish, I'm gonna stay bullish. Um, Obviously you have to long at the right time as well. Like you can't just press buy and think it's gonna play out. You have to get your timing right, and that's what trading is about. You have to get your timing right, but also there has to be a reasoning for price to go higher. For example, having a draw on liquidity. Like for example, 2 days ago on Friday, we had this really nice previous day high target, which was my draw for the day. I didn't find a trade in here, but you know what I mean. Like there wasn't any reason for price to go higher as well, and that's why longs played out this day. Same thing on NQ. There was a reason for price to go higher. That's why longs played out. So don't think just because we are making all-time highs and we are at all-time highs, you could just long for no reason at all. There still has to be some type of reasoning for price to go higher, like previous day high, London high, Asia highs, pre-market highs. There has to be some type of draw to the upside. You can't trade without a draw. So yeah, YM is also the same, making all-time highs and just overall looking really bullish. And that's basically what I'm looking for, just looking for longs. Honestly, that's like the simplest way to put it, looking for longs. But again, like I said, it has to be logical. But yeah, that's honestly like my outlook is pretty simple, guys. I'm not gonna overcomplicate it. I'm not gonna say some secret sauce or whatever that I have because I don't. I try to simplify my trading as much as I can, because that's the way you'll get clarity and that's the way you'll gain consistency. Is simplifying it as much as you can to the point where you could follow it really easily in a day in and day out basis, but also you know exactly what to look for. You know exactly what type of trades to look for, and that's the goal in trading. To the point, like the goal in trading is to have a system, have a model where you can literally just hop on the charts and you know exactly what you need to see. If you don't see it, you don't trade. That's it. Done. That's it. That's literally it. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do in trading. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, not much is gonna happen in this video because it's Sunday. But tomorrow, get ready. Stay tuned for tomorrow. We're gonna be filming trading. See how trading goes. See if we catch a win or if there's a loss or a win or no trades or a break-even trade. Whatever happens. But we're gonna be trading tomorrow. I'm gonna give you guys just everything. We're gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna film the gym session with my friend that also trades. See what he caught tomorrow. See if maybe we caught the same trade. And just yeah, tomorrow like the videos in the weekdays during the weekdays are gonna be good. Okay, so stay tuned. Hopefully you guys are gonna enjoy the series and take care, guys. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow the Instagram.